Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So recently, I have been hitting up Disc Replay a lot. I mentioned in a recent video that I was on vacation recently. It was a staycation, which is my favorite type because it's relaxing, which is always good. But because of that, I hit up Disc Replay more than I typically would. And not only did I hit up my local Disc Replay, I hit up some of the other ones around me as well, including one that I don't usually go to because it's a hike to get out there. But it was awesome because they had buy 3, get 3 on Blu-rays going on. And I picked up an extra one. So I guess I did 2 of those, buy 3, get 3. And then somehow I got an extra one because there is not 12 here, there's 13. So I actually have 2 different haul videos that I'm going to be filming tonight. This one is all the Blu-rays, and then the next one is going to be all of the 4Ks, and I found a TV series as well. I'm going to toss it into that one. But yeah, Disc Replay has been ridiculously good lately, so I cannot wait to share with you guys what I've picked up. So today, I'm talking Blu-rays, and I have 13 of them. So let's get into this. Before we do though, if you guys have a second, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to my Disc Replay buy 3, get 3 free Blu-ray haul. So the first one up here is WrestleMania 27. So this is like the next one I just happen to need in my WrestleMania collection, which, mind you, I'm not trying to collect all the WrestleManias by any stretch, but I thought this was cool to find this on Blu-ray, plus the buy 3, get free, so I grabbed it. This one, of course, has Undertaker and Triple H in it. I think Rock versus Miz is in, or not Rock, but John Cena versus The Miz, I believe, is in this one. Yeah, Miz versus Cena. Yeah, so Edge versus Alberto Del Rio. So, I mean, yeah, should be a lot of fun. And it does come with like the 2 discs, so it does have the Hall of Fame ceremony on it as well, which I always love getting that. So I have the other ones on DVD, but when I saw this on Blu-ray, I couldn't pass it up. So WrestleMania 27 is the first Blu-ray I picked up. As I'm picking up this next movie, I'm realizing that I did have 12 for the buy 3, get 3, but I actually found this one at a different Disc Replay, so I'm going to share it with you guys here. This is Chaplin with Robert Downey Jr. This is actually the 15th anniversary edition of this release. And so this, of course, is a biopic of Charlie Chaplin, and I've heard great things about this. Shout out to John over at PlatX2. He talked about this, and I think that's why I ended up adding it to my list to find. And so I didn't expect to find this on Blu-ray. I think I had it on my DVDs to find, but when I saw the Blu-ray for like $6, I couldn't pass it up. Very excited to check this one out. Charlie Chaplin is amazing, so excited to see what Robert Downey Jr. does with this man. So Chaplin from the 15th, or with the 15th anniversary edition, I should say. Okay, so these next 2 are from The Asylum, which you guys know I love. This first one here is The Haunting of Winchester House. Now, I don't often find The Asylum on Blu-ray, but when I can, I'm gonna pick it up. And this one with buy 3, get 3, like you can't pass that up. You can see the logo right there. This one, I don't think, no, it doesn't have it's like so-and-so meets so-and-so, like all the other ones do on the back of them, so that's a little bit disappointing. But this, of course, is based on the Winchester Mystery House, or was it Sarah Winchester, I believe is her name? I could be messing that up, but her home and kind of the haunting, the rumor of the haunting surrounding that. Whatever. It's just going to be The Asylum. So it's just going to be, low budget fun. And that's good for me. So this is Haunting of Winchester House. And then I'll just keep going. This one actually has Danny Trejo in it. This is Rise of the Zombies, another one from The Asylum. And here we go. It says, if you like The Walking Dead, but secretly feel it's not bloody and grisly enough, you will love Rise of the Zombies. That's what and it actually is a poll quote on the back of this one. It's credited to somebody. So unusual. It's usually just like so-and-so meet, whatever, Walking Dead meets whatever other movie it would like to compare itself to, or TV show. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I've actually seen this one a long time ago. I don't remember it. So I figured, yeah, let's pick it up. It's another one for my Asylum collection. So I love adding to that. So the other one from The Asylum today is Rise of the Zombies with Danny Trejo. Most of the rest of these are actually horror until we get down to the very end. But this next one here is The Gallows Act 2. So this, of course, is the sequel to The Gallows, which is a movie I own behind me, but I have yet to watch it. But I figured, hey, I found the sequel. I might as well pick it up. I've heard Very mixed things about the original, and I'm gonna guess this is kind of, you know, the law of diminishing returns. It's probably gonna be a little bit worse, but that's okay. I know once I watch the original, I will want to see the sequel regardless, so I had to add it to the collection. And it comes with the slipcover, which is really cool as well. So, The Gallows Act 2 to go along with the Gallows in my collection already. Next up is a movie that I actually recently found on DVD, super cheap. It might have been part of like the buy 2 get 8 or just at the thrift store, I don't remember, but when I saw the Blu-ray, I had to upgrade because they not only had a Haunted House 1, they had the sequel, both of them on Blu-ray. So I didn't want to pass it up. If I had the one on the Blu-ray, I wanted to grab the other one on Blu-ray. So I ended up picking up a Haunted House and a Haunted House 2. I have not seen the sequel that I remember, but I love the original. It is one of my favorite like satire films or spoof horror comedies out there. It was absolutely hilarious. This one and Hell Baby, which is another one that is on my like cheap Blu-rays to find list because Hell Baby was hysterical. So funny. Haunted House, arguably, I might like Haunted House better than Hell Baby, but I really like both of them, so who cares? But yeah, so I have now both of them in the collection and on Blu-ray, which is awesome. So love these stupid comedies, and I can't recommend them enough if you like that style of humor. A Haunted House and a Haunted House 2. I guess this is just sequel time because here is another sequel to a movie that I do have in my collection, Brahms, The Boy 2. So this was one that I think people were finding at the Dollar Tree. And honestly, there were a number of movies at this disc replay that I knew were from the Dollar Tree. This, I'm sure, was one of them, but I don't care. Like, I was not able to find it at the Dollar Tree, and I ended up spending like $2.50, so I guess double the Dollar Tree. That's not bad. And I love the original. I think it is just a good movie. Love's maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but I really do enjoy the original. I've seen that one a couple times and really enjoyed it. So I have got to check out this sequel, and I finally have it in the collection, so I can do that. Brahms, The Boy 2. Technically another sequel, part of the same universe from the Conjuring universe. This is The Curse of La Llorona, I believe is how, La Llorona. We'll go with that. But this is one from the Conjuring universe that I have yet to see because whenever I find it at disc replay, it's like $12.99. Well, this one was a little bit more than a standard like $4.99 Blu-ray, but it was only like $7.99 or something, so not a big deal. Then again, of course, you're basically getting it for half off, so not bad at all. And yeah, I love the Conjuring universe. All the films I've seen in it. I've seen, I think, all of the Annabelles and all of the Conjurings, except the last Conjuring. I've not seen that. And so I need to check out Curse of La Llorona and The Nun are the two I really need to see. And of course, Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I have not yet seen that one, but yeah, I got to get caught up. But I really enjoy what I've seen so far, so excited to add The Curse of La Llorona. I'm probably saying that wrong and I apologize, but either way, I'm happy to add it to the collection. I was so excited to find this one. Now, it's one I really would have liked to find on 4K. Honestly, I might upgrade down the line if I find it for cheap from disc replay for like $5 to $10, but I want to watch it. It has been out for a while now and I just haven't picked it up, so I was able to find it cheap on Blu-ray. This is Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. I love the Resident Evil movies. I actually have watched the Resident Evil TV series. I am 2 episodes left to go in that. It starts off really bad, really slow, but then it really picks up, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. I'm really disappointed that it got canceled because, you know, whatever happens at the end of the season is just going to be the end of it. So that's disappointing. But because of my love for Resident Evil, I needed to pick this one up. And again, I would like to get this on 4K, but at least I'll watch it now to make sure I enjoy it first. So Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City is going toward the top of my watch list. So the last 3 today all happen to be releases from A24, which I like adding those to my collection. I don't have a ton, but I like adding, especially these because they're horror / sci-fi, at least a couple of them. Then the last one's, I guess, a drama. But this is one that I've heard really mixed things about. Don't have real high expectations, but I've been wanting to see it. This is a ghost story with Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. Yes, excuse me. But yeah, this one is from 2017, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a ghost story, but it's supposed to be like kind of like a real low budget ghost story from what I've heard. You can see like the ghost is literally wearing a sheet. I don't know. I've heard really mixed things, but hopefully I will be one of those that fall on the side that enjoy it. We shall see. And you can see on the side there the A24 logo, this one being from that company. So yeah, cool one to add to the collection with the slipcover, which is a good thing in my book. So this is a ghost story from 2017. Next up from 2016, this is a shout out to Ken from Mid-Level Media. He pointed out that this was one of his favorites from A24, one of his favorite films, period. This is Moonlight. And I have not seen this one. Of course, it was part of that Oscar controversy, I believe, way back when. But very excited to have this one. I've had it in my list now for a long time. This was one I actually found on the cart, the infamous cart. When I do my 4K haul, so much of that came from the cart. And the cart is basically just the items that came in recently that I have yet to put on the shelf. So I always go through there because you get first dibs at things, and it's just like stuff like this isn't going to make the floor all the time. So yeah, very excited to add Moonlight from 2016 to the collection. And last but not least, another one from A24, and this one is Sci-Fi, starring ScarJo, one of my favorites of all time. This is Under the Skin, and this is a really, really weird movie. I've actually seen most of this. I think I ended up falling asleep for like the second half of it, and I don't remember going back to it, but I thought it was interesting. The first half, I didn't go back to it. So now it is in my collection, another one that has been on my cheap Blu-rays to find list for quite some time now. So was really excited to find this. Scarlett Johansson is naked for most of this movie, that I remember about it, but otherwise I don't remember too much. Like, I know she is an alien, I believe, and she's like luring these truckers. That's what I remember of this, and it's just really strange. One of those movies that, like, it's hard to put a synopsis out there for. Like, you just have to kind of experience it. And another one that's super divisive. Not a lot of people really like this movie, but yeah. And I don't know that I love it either, but I'm going to give it another shot and see how I feel about it. So this is Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson, and that is going to wrap up everything that I've gotten on Blu-ray from Disc Replay recently. Alright, so there is my most recent stack of Blu-rays from Disc Replay, and I'm so glad I made the long trek out to that Disc Replay. And actually, on the way there, I was driving on the freeway and changing lanes, and this big, like, piece of plywood, the thing was huge, came up and nailed my car. Fortunately, my dad was able to push the piece back in and buff everything out so it looks brand new again. But like, what a pain. So it was worth it though to drive all the way out there because I was able to find just an awesome stack of Blu-rays here. At Disc Replay, when it's buy 3, get 3 free, you're spending usually about $2.50 to $4 per Blu-ray. That's a great deal. You can't beat it. So I always want to take advantage when I can find it. But like I said, I do have a stack of 4K movies to talk about in the near future. So definitely check back to the channel for that. I can't wait to share that because those prices were just ridiculous. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today. So let me know down in the comments below, what of this stack do you love? What did I waste my money on? Let me know what you guys think about this and anything else down below. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. And I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.